Hi, I'm Kim Morrison from 28 and I'm with the gorgeous Cyndi O'Meara from Changing Habits. One of the greatest things that we've been doing lately and been a part of is this incredible growth, or people may have heard of it, called the HCG, or as Cyndi calls it, the Phase 4 Elimination Program. And we've done a lot of work together on this. You've done a lot on the inside. So just quickly give me an overview of why you got so passionate about doing the HCG and turning it into your protocol.
Well, I think what really got me, because I was a little bit dubious about it, but what really got me was that I had a lot of friends that decided to do it without much looking into it. They just went, oh, I'm going to do it. And I went to a barbecue and all my friends were at the barbecue. And I was looking at the food they bought, that was number one, how they were looking, number two. And then one of the girls said to me, you must be really proud, Cyndi. And I went, why? And she goes, well, we now get what you've been talking about all this time, and look what you've done. And I said, well, I didn't do this. This is Dr. Simeon's work. And they said, we get what you've been talking about. And that's when I went, if anything can change the mind of someone's attitude to food and what they're putting into their mouth, I need to know more about it. So I'd already been investigating it, and I just made the decision that I was going to do it, which was just before Christmas.
I know.
We did it together.
But I also remember, because Cyndi O'Meara doesn't do diets, so I remember thinking, oh my gosh, something's got the bug, she's going to do this. And then of course I had to do it. So I think it was interesting that, you know, people make the excuse not to do this program because of Easter or birthdays or holidays, but really, Cyndi, this is changing lives. And I think what I then got excited about is I then turned around to her and I said, in only the way that I would say it, you're looking a little bit dehydrated, love.
But I was looking hot.
You were looking hot.
But just dehydrated.
From a distance. But I remember us having long discussions about skincare. And as you know, it's something I'm very passionate about. And I was really worried about what people were putting on, because I remember reading Dr. Simeon's book, and his recommendation was mineral oil, which, as we know, is a petroleum-based product. And so to me, it was like, well, hang on, we're doing this detox, we're cleansing our body on the inside. Why would we then go and put synthetic products on the outside? I did a lot of research, as you know, and a lot of the products on the market today are not what I'd call chemical-free or natural. So I remember when you said to me, find me something.
But do you remember I bought that box of, it's still sitting in my cupboard, I should just throw it out. Right. But I bought it to you and I said, what do you think? And you just went, oh, what are they thinking, putting that on the skin? I just remember you doing that to me. And I went, well, what can I do? You know, I was at, because everybody, when I released it to my database, I think that was the biggest panic, was the skincare, wasn't it?
Yeah, because everyone can eat the food, we can find the food.
But it was the skincare, and that was when you just went, right, there has to be something out there for us.
And I was so excited because I rang Megan Larson, who was the manufacturer of 28, and she actually, I left it with her for a while, and then about 2 or 3 days later I got this phone call. She just got out of the shower, and she said, I've had an epiphany, I know what it is. And I'd been researching at the same time, looking at all the carrier oils. And I know that they're all oils, but it was amazing. Her phone call, her conversation, she said, Kim, jojoba. And the minute she said jojoba, I went into, oh my gosh, it's a fluid wax, it's not an oil. And because of it being a medium chain triglyceride, it meant too that the molecules are quite large. So then I happened to have a friend, which you might find is amazing, who is Dr. Greg Clark, who has a PhD in plant physiology. I emailed him about what the protocol was about, what we were trying to achieve, and he came back with a whole lot of scientific data about jojoba. As you know, I'm also an aromatherapist, and when I did the HCG, what I saw was a real mind shift emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So knowing that essential oils can change the way we think and feel in seconds, I then went back to Megan going, we've got to add oils to this to make it even more extraordinary. So we came up with a group of products that are so beautifully aligned with what the protocol's about, and we were all the guinea pigs, as you know. And honestly, it's been life-changing, hasn't it? Because I know you got really passionate about the way it changed people's mindset about what they're eating. Well, I got really excited that for the first time in my life, people are actually picking up a product and looking at the ingredients, because you have to have oil-free. So I guess really what I wanted to explain for you and the people wanting to do the protocol is what is the 28 range and how do we do it. I would say basically you need these two products. This is the basic, and I'm going to give you the full kit. But basic, if we look at the face serum, the Ester Plus face serum, What I love about this product, it is jojoba based, but we added essential oils to it. Now, we've got essential oils in there like ylang-ylang, patchouli, we've got geranium, we've got ylang-ylang in there, which are all amazing oils that when you put them on the skin, they have a wonderful effect for nourishing, hydrating and balancing. But what I also found started happening was as people were using it, they loved the smell so much that we were creating what I call an aromatic anchor. So when people were putting their skin products on the face, they were starting to have this mental, emotional attachment to also creating health and well-being in their body. That's massive to me. What I also found, and you'll probably relate to this, because a lot of people when they do programs or protocols or diets, I don't believe they're mentally, emotionally ready for the new them. So often people, we hear that they lose a lot of weight, they're all looking great, and then you see them again a month or two later and they've put it all back on, sometimes more. I believe that's a real emotional mindset. So what Megan and I worked very closely to do was to create put oils together that actually changed the way people thought and felt whilst they were detoxing the body. So I think you'll find with oils in there like grapefruit, which are also very detoxing, the skin was fantastic and reacting beautifully because it was detoxing at the same time. What we also discovered about this beautiful little product, the Ester Plus Face Serum, is it's also your cleanser. Now, even though I finished the protocol and I haven't done it again since, I still use this.
I use it all the time.
So if I'm going away for a weekend, there's my cleanser and my moisturiser in one. So you can use the Ester Plus Face Serum to remove your makeup with a warm flannel and warm water. Then you spritz the skin with our toner, which is why I love using this. Now, your beautiful PA, Karen, was using this. She said every time she used the spritzer, she actually found she picked it up when she was feeling a hunger pain and it stopped the hunger pains. So that's why I believe this is the power of aromatherapy. When you use this essential therapeutic toner, it actually is a cleansing product, but it's also very nourishing. So it actually prepares the skin for your moisturiser. So for me, that's why these two products here are very, very important when it comes to the face. The body boost.
But let's just, before we go to the body boost, because I remember you called me a couple of weeks ago, and or someone called you while we were together, and they couldn't figure out how to use the spritzer. So, like, a lot of people don't realise that they have to create their own spritzer. So you want to tell them how to do it, just in case you get another phone call like that one.
That's right. What, you don't get this? You're right. You fill this with water, preferably filtered water, and then you add 4 drops of the concentrate. Then
4? I've been putting 10 in.
Right. Well, you are what we call a lush, or a tart, or just one of those skin.
And sometimes I put a few more in just in case.
Is there any hope, is what I'm saying. Look, the great thing is
So
that
only 4.
you only need 4.
So that's why
you're
you're
going
forever.
through it. So we need people like you because you will keep $28. But look, seriously, you're not going to do too much problem with it because these are suspended into water. So it's only a very small amount coming out. But you do need only 4 drops.
And you can smell it.
It's insane. It's beautiful.
I find I do this and I do this.
Well, funny you should say that because the great thing about it is you can actually take it on holidays, you can use it in the plane because essential oils are all antiseptic and antibacterial. When you're using high quality essential oils, you're actually creating a health environment for yourself as well. So, look, you know, this is all, we're talking, like you talk food, I talk skincare, but we both know that we come from an even deeper level than that whenever it comes to applying the protocols and the systems that we talk about. So yes, you fill it with water and then you add 4 drops. 4 drops.
I asked that question for a very good reason.
Well done.
I have to tell you, I went to Nepal and I couldn't, and I went hiking or trekking as they call it over there, and I couldn't take a lot of stuff. And I took 2 products. I actually took this and this. And that was it. Nothing else. Because I got my essential oils and I also took the 2 more products, your Energy and Vitality and Instant Calm. Because I was able to calm myself down or pick myself up. And then these. And I don't have anything else. I don't have anything else. I don't have makeup either.
No.
Nothing.
Well,
Nothing.
you are quite hot. But you've actually just brought up a really good point. Even when you finish the HCG, these products are to be used ongoingly. So it's not just for the program. I think what I really love about the Body Boost and actually doing the Body Boost itself with this product is that every day, and as you know, we place a teaspoon of our carrier or this blend. I place 3 drops or 3 sprays of my magnesium. I rub it together, then I slap it all over, And then I go back and rub it in gently, but also lovingly.
Not vigorously?
No, because on the HCG, we don't want to stimulate the body too much.
Right.
Afterwards, stimulate the heck out of yourself. Go for it. But in all honesty, you'll find that using this on the HCG, and why I love taking my time, is the key to this, I believe, is that you are saying, I love you, I care about you, I'm looking forward to meeting the new you, and I'm going to acknowledge and celebrate the new you. That's what I believe the psychological connection to doing the body boost is about. The oils and the body boost, one of my favourites in there is vetiver. Vetiver and rose. Now, rose is an oil that really supports us when we're feeling vulnerable, emotional, grumpy, irritated, a little bit lacking in self-esteem, not feeling good about ourselves, and that's often when we're putting on weight. We start to not like what we see in the mirror. So we've put these oils in here so that you can actually have a reaction mentally, emotionally, and even physically that you start liking what you're seeing again. I believe that's also what's helping people keep the weight off. So the reason why we add magnesium to it, and I use magnesium every day. Magnesium, as you probably are aware, is good for many different functions in the body, particularly cell communication. Now, I know you talk a lot about the cells. We want the cells to communicate, which is what I believe is great about the HCG. Well, I want the skin cells to also communicate, and I want us to do it as a holistic treatment. It's fantastic for cramping, for spasms, for any condition that the body needs healing or has an inflammatory response, which is why even if I'm really healthy, I'm fit and no problems, I will still use magnesium every day. So
and having said that, actually that's really good, because one of the symptoms or one of the effects of the HCG protocol is cramping. And so your magnesium prevents that, as does the salts. So
and it's good. Well,
it's
magnesium
good they work
chloride is
together.
a salt.
Yeah.
So we're approaching from the outside and the inside, which is why it's such a good approach.
Yeah, and whenever people have those cramps, I get them too.
Yeah.
To really push on the magnesium.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I just love that you've done this, because now women and men are so happy that they don't have to deprive their skin as they're doing the cleanse.
And you're also getting that thing I was talking before about really connecting with yourself, about being aware. I mean, often we'll put something on here, or men will shave their faces. Women might do something with their legs if they're putting on a skirt. But when do you ever address the whole body and acknowledge it for what it does? The skin is the largest organ of the body. Just one last product that's involved in the whole 28 HCG is a synergy blend called Detox and Strengthen. This combination of oils is something I'll use in a vaporizer, or when I run a bath, or if I want to make up another spritzer. Again, it's got rose oil in there, but it's also got your lemongrass, your black pepper, your rosemary, very kick-butt, stimulating, activating oils, which is what you're trying to tell your body to do when you're doing the HCG. But what is the most amazing thing? Now, this whole program here is $219. I think it's fantastic value for money. And I say that with all my heart, because I can see the changes that are occurring. You no longer look like a wrinkled prune.
Thank you.
You've always been hot to me, my darling. But I love the fact working with you, and like we've always laughed that you're the inside, I'm the outside. But I think we've finally come up with something that is not only changing people's approach to health and well-being, but they've now got a program that they can go through step by step and have that change forever.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. The whole program changes their thoughts about the food that they put into their mouth, and really it's food. This is what this is. This is food that they're putting onto their skin. And I love it. It's just worked so well, and we're just seeing tremendous results. Thank you for doing it for me.